Too early. Ah, hello, I am early. I am early. Hi, hi, hi. I can't believe I'm early. Okay, let's share this out and see what we get here. Okay. Ooh, okay, let's go to, I don't know. Okay, let's cancel because I don't know. Let's try this. Share, WhatsApp. Okay, I'm gonna go get my phone thing. Okay, hold on, because I gotta get this too. Oh, good. I didn't think so. That's a good thing about it. Okay. Oh, good. All right. Hey, I don't know who's on. Hello, hello. And welcome. I'm Alena Chapman and I channel the Council of Light, among other things. And today is the day we do some channeling. So I'm going to wait until a few others come on and I welcome you. I don't know why you're not popping up here. YouTube's so strange sometimes. I do hope you're having a fabulous day. And if you have questions for the Council of Light, please do write it in the comments and I think I shall get it. But there was one person who answered and I do want to get it on this video. Ah, they went off. All right, we'll wait for people to come on and I do want to get some people on and then I'll answer a question because someone asked an incredible question. That's a good question. And about getting to sleep at night, which is much needed, right? So we're going to wait a little bit and see about people getting on. I'm going to try to share this out a little bit here while we can. Let's see. It's there. All right, we're getting up on to there. All right, we're getting up on to 1 o'clock. Okay, let me see here. Hold on. Nobody's on yet. Okay, where else can I share this thing out to? Oh, more. I don't even know if there is more. I don't know. Okay, what do I do? I don't know. Let's see if there's more WhatsApp. Okay, so now we will just wait a minute. Hello! Hey, Robin! Okay, not sure if it's you or me, but the video is locked up. Oh yeah, it's because I was sharing. I'm trying to get some people on. Hey, how are you, hon? It is so good to see you. Oh my gosh. And I'm excited. I'm excited for your little event. I'm very excited. I hope we have lots of people come. I'm trying to get some other people on. Good. Hey, I'm going to contact you next week just so you know. Okay? Because I've got to get you signed up for when you want to be at the barn too, on the months you want to do that. And also get, knowing how much stuff you're going to have so I can designate the area. Okay? So, yes, I'm so excited about that too. Lots of good things coming for all of us in this wonderful time. Isn't it great? I love it. So I want to get started, but we got to get some people. I mean, I love having you on. You might be the one that gets everything. You can ask all the questions you want. How's that? So we'll just have to wait and see. I guess it's only 1 minute after. It always takes people a little while, you know? Yeah, I don't know. But we'll just see. I do want to get on it. We do have a question. If you have a question, write it in and I'll ask them because I can. And I did have a question about sleep. You know, I can answer that. There was a question, and I'll get this on this video and then direct her to it because she wrote it on another one. And what it is about she has trouble sleeping and she has trouble getting to sleep. Now, it's funny, if you are waking up in the middle of the night, that's one. But if you're having trouble getting to sleep, that's a whole different issue. I don't know if people realize that, right? And when you are usually going to bed and you can't shut your mind off. And so that is a whole different issue than getting up in the middle of the night with maybe, yes, from an herbalist. And yes, then, when you're fully awake, you start getting into that mind being busy. But what is waking you is a whole different issue. Yes, yeah, see? And it is true. From an herbalist perspective, it is totally different. And so, okay, so if you are, how I understood this question is that you are going to bed and you cannot sleep. And if that's the case, then it's time for you to create your own incredible sleep oasis kind of schedule. And it's very important to have a schedule for sleep. I have a schedule for getting up. I have a schedule for getting to sleep. What do I mean by a schedule? Certain things that I do at certain times to get myself ready for the freedom of dreaming, or to get up and have a wonderful day. Rituals, all right? Rituals. That's another word for it. Hello, Archangel Orion. I don't know where my head is. So if you are going to go to bed, I always start about an hour before or a half an hour before. I love to take a hot shower. I love to cut off in the shower, or a bath. I like to cut off all the cords of my day. I start from the top of my head and I go down to the ground, all the way around my body, and I get rid of all the cords. Those are attachments of events, people, feelings. Just let them go down the drain. See them all just come off your body, go down the drain, and they are done. You are free right there, okay? And then when I leave the shower, I treat myself well. I have my lotions or whatever I want. And then I go and I have usually my decaf tea. I like something warm. And I sit and I write out all my gratitudes. I have a little gratitude pad that I have right here. I have my gratitude pad that I just write all my little gratitudes in. I stick a lot of papers in there too. And I usually write about 10. And if I want to, I'll read a good book that just keeps my mind free. And then when I'm ready to sleep, I allow myself to sleep. I do not let myself go into the day. I have gratitude. And lemon balm tea is absolutely fabulous. Hey, you got to see the video I did on TikTok about lemon balm tea. It is a wonderful tea. And it's a wonderful herb for a lot of things. And I love lemon balm tea. Yes, I love it very much. And then it calms you right down. It just smells good, It smells like joy. So, yeah, that's what I do to keep myself really, in a ritual. And I'll tell you, nothing breaks that ritual. And I sleep like a baby because my mind is free. And so really you have to free up your mind. Yeah, that's very, very good. All right, so we are not getting anything. I mean, Robin, I am so happy to have you on. And people are not seeing this, so let's just do it. If you have any questions, I'm going to just do a beautiful, wonderful channeling, get a message out there. But yeah, do you have any questions, Robin? You might as well. I think it's only you on. This is like, I've never had just one person on, so this must be, there's always a reason, right? You don't have any? None at all? Wow, I'm so impressed. All right, so I am going to see what message they have, and I think I'll let them in. All right, let me see. Okay. Selena is here. Gabriel's here. Hecate is here. Freya. Yep. Yezu. Thank you. Thank you for all of you. Bob is here. Thank you. Joan, yes. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. Hello. And we see that Robin, Alena's friend, is here. We are so happy. We are sending out this message to whoever needs it and who will see this message later. Because if it comes to you, you are the one we are speaking to. Right now, there are many crossroads in your life. And you're trying to make the decision between the crossroads. There are choices of ways of being, avenues to take, new talents to discover, and none of the roads are wrong. Isn't that interesting? We always think we have to choose the right road, right? You do not have to choose the right road. Every road is right if you choose it for you. Because each road has its own specific lessons for your soul, or you would not desire to go down any road. Do you understand? And so, choose a road, but choose a road that makes your heart sing. Because now that you know that there is no wrong road, then why not do the thing that really just makes you so happy to do every day? Yes? Why not do something that feels like every day is special and wonderful? You're going to learn the lessons of joy and happiness. And it is so important for you to just try. And there will be others who will try to convince you what is the right road and the wrong road, but there is none. So just choose what makes you really happy. And if that changes, and Alena can tell you about that, she has changed her roads many times in her life. When what she loved changed, or what she loved, the whole field changed, and she decided she wanted to do something else, or one of her other talents came out. You are the same way. You are not meant to be in one situation in any part of your life for your whole life. We don't know if you know that. You are here to experience, not to just exist. And sometimes we can stay in something because we think we have to. There's no such thing. There's really no such thing. And once we learn that, it gives us the freedom to recreate ourselves every day. You can seriously create yourself every day if you like. There is no rule. There is no expectation. So, if you are in something one day and you do not like it, or you don't like how you acted that one day, then the next day be something else. Why in the name of heaven would you stay in a mood of unhappiness? Why would you stay in a mood of anger or sadness or drudgery, or allow other people to put you in positions you don't want to be? Do you want to be that victim? If you do, then that's good. If you don't, then don't. It really is that simple. You really must understand that you are spirit. And what is spirit? Spirit is energy. Energy. Pure energy. And when you start to understand that, you don't have to take things so seriously. Energy. Energy that can be visible and not visible. Energy that is all hooked together. Everyone, everything, all the photons are together, like webs in a spider web. Isn't it funny how we feel so alone? But yet, you are not alone at all. You are connected. And you are a bunch of incredible light and energy that is here and has formed a body of your choosing, because it was going to help you create the experience you wanted to live. You came down for a certain situation. And do you realize how many souls wanted to come down at this time? This is an incredible time in the world right now. It is a time of immense change. And you wanted to be here to be part of it. So, when you know these kinds of facts, why do you want to stay in a position or a place or a way of living or a way of being if you don't want to? Yes? And we hear you. We do. We hear you right now, as a matter of fact. But this is what I have to do. Do you? If it is done because of love, then do it for love. And be happy you're doing it for love, because you made the choice to do it for love. If you're doing it because someone has told you to do it, then register in your mind you are doing this for another person and not for yourself. And then you decide, is that what I want to do? All right, I will learn sacrifice. Because that's what it is, right? And be happy with it. Or say, I don't want to learn this. I want to do such and such. I want to be free. I want to have my own life. Yes? There is no room for you to have to feel a bunch of sadness or upsetness. Just choose. Choose. And try again. We are okay with it. We understand why you're here. Isn't it a much better way to live? Yes, it is. We have never seen in the history of your species, man, people, We have never seen where everyone was so stuck because of obligation of being who they think they have to be, more than now, because they might upset somebody else. That just hasn't existed, really. You did it because you liked what you had chosen, or you did it because you felt you were serving a wonderful need and you were pleased with it, but never did you stay in something you were terribly unhappy with. And never did you think you had to please others so much more than you please yourself. We are very flabbergasted with this. And you must understand, the only one that you need to please and to see, and we see this comment that requires honest communication with ourselves. Yes. Yes. And sometimes we do think we're doing it for love, but really we are just scared. And we're saying there's no need to be scared. And there's no reason to feel obligated. Experiences are to be lived and then let go. And then a new experience comes in, and you learn and you let go. And the letting go seems to be the hardest part. Do you understand that if everything is energy, that once something happens, it's gone? That there is so much happening in so many different timelines at the same time. Nothing is left in the past. Everything is going on. And there is no such thing as time. So everything is always constantly going on. Everything is in the present moment. What you think you are jumping a timeline, you are actually jumping into, or you think you're jumping into the future. Yes, the future. You think you're trying to see into the future, but it's actually happening now. Yes, everything is in the now. And this is the time in the now to make the decisions you want to make, to live the life you want to make, to be the person you want to be. You want to be a happy person? Then step out and do things that make you happy. Make other people happy. Volunteer. That is a wonderful way to open your heart to happiness and gratefulness. Yes? Run outside and get an ice cream cone. Run outside and hug trees. Listen to music and dance. You choose to be happy? Yes. You have to create what you want to be. You have to create the life you want to live. No one else is going to do it for you. No one else understands you like you do. You might be connected, but you have your own special desires, and only you know that. Yes? So why do you want to have it stop right here and now? Why do you think you have to be what other people want you to be? That is so silly. They don't even know who they are half the time, yes? You all run around trying to please each other and nobody's even paying attention. Very funny. It is a time for you at this time to be real with yourself. To ask yourself, what do I want? Who do I want to be? What do I want to experience? You all are the artist of your life. And once you realize that, you won't allow anyone else to take your paintbrush. You will want to make the painting yourself. Yes? Yes. So to that person we felt out there who is trying so hard at a crossroads to decide what they want, we say, what does your heart want? What feels good? What feels like you just can't not do it? That's where you should be. And when you get bored with that, then switch to something else. Yes? That is our message. Do we hear any comments? We have trouble doing some of these comments. We are going to bring Alena back. And if you need us to come back, we are so happy to help. Hold on. Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Alena. I will read the questions and I'll go back in. It's really hard because the disconnect, it's just hard. What do I want to experience? That's the question that resonates most with me. Yes. Yes. They are really adamant right there. I think, with everything that's going on in the world right now, and so many of us are starting to notice. Have you noticed this? That they are starting to see that the alarmists are just that. They're alarmists. Oh, glory, hallelujah. Now, there are some things there that are worth noting, but most of the time it's alarmists. And they get the views. And when you start to know that, you don't listen so much, right? And that has broken the spell. So now that we know that kind of thing, and we know that we're being manipulated in different ways, we can break free of it and start to form our own lives, start to see what's really going on with us, not with the world, but with us, right? And what are we doing? And how much time we wasted being angry, and how much time we wasted being upset and not doing anything about it, just sitting being upset. And how much time we wasted in making someone else's life, because we were short-tempered, making their life not fun, right? Oh, and a beautiful heron just flew over my house, meaning it's time to do this now. So when you understand this, no wonder they're talking about making choices. And I think people have been so into everything that's going on in the world, they forgot about their own lives. And they think they go into the struggle. Life is hard. I can't afford anything. Prices are too high. Yes, they're high, but there's ways around it, like there always has been. Yes, happy hippie, yes. She says, yes, I've been noticing the shift for several years now. So have I, hon. There are many people who are angry, but so many people turning to love, joy, and understanding of these new principles. Yes! And they're asking why. And they're asking, I want to know more. And who am I? Who am I, this person who has been following all the rules and being whoever it's supposed to be, or whatever, right? Following the crowd, becoming the doctor or the lawyer or the whatever you're supposed to be at that time, right? Get married and have 2.5 children, which I don't even understand how you can do that. And have this and just do the status quo. That kind of life is done. And when you also see that people are starting to say, wait a minute, there has to be another way. There is. There's another way for everything. But it all starts with us, doesn't it? As the universe says. As my beautiful counsel put it better than I can, and our beautiful counsels, not just mine, And it's up to us to see what our heart says and to act on it. And to be that person every day, or to be that type of person every day. Just imagine if you set out just to be happy every day. What a concept, right? What would you do? What would you do? I'd love to hear comments on that. What would you do if you set out to be happy every day? What would that mean for you? What would it look like? Oh my gosh, I'm seeing chirping birds. Really think about that. And does that mean life is going to turn into rainbows and going with the flow? Thank you. Yeah, I was just great minds. Happy hippie, great minds. Taking time to observe things around me. I love that answer. I love that. So that's the thing. Life is going to keep going. But if you have made a decision to be happy, then even if I don't know if I can say that, even if stuff is hitting the fan, because I don't know if you can swear on YouTube or curse. If stuff is hitting the fan, use your imagination, and everything is having trouble, enjoy the beauty in the mundane. Yes. Actually, it's very funny in the mundane, I think. And so when that is happening, because you choose to be happy, you don't allow yourself to go down that sinkhole. Instead, you think of ways to either solve the problem, go around the problem, celebrate with people through the problem, right? You find a fun way to get through that problem, which is one way I solve it. Or you just fall down into the mundane and you ruin it, right? But you want to be happy. You find ways around it. You find ways through it in a better way. And it's amazing how easy that comes. It really does work. But like Happy Hippie is saying right here, I love that, by the way. I've always been kind of a gypsy hippie myself. Always. It's a lot easier to solve those problems when you're not angry about them. Inspiration comes when the mind is relaxed and happy. Yes, and calm. Exactly. Exactly. And that's the first thing I always tell people. And it's amazing when clients start to find that peace and they find, gosh, their relationships change. You know, their relationships change. And I got to change this because I'm losing power here for some reason. You know, they say they make, there it goes, iPhones it doesn't always charge for me now. Anyway, so I always see when people start getting calm, how you want to live a peaceful life. Yeah, so you make things that make you calm. You have to decide what you want to be. Me, I like to be happy and calm. Oh God, is that it something? And I do live that. I do. I don't let anything really break my calm. So that means when a problem comes in, I either solve it immediately, or I call on my guides, or I call on people who I know can solve it immediately. That's just what I do. And if I can't solve it immediately, then I figure, okay, it'll come when it's supposed to be solved, it'll be solved. And I'll do whatever I have to do, but I don't dwell in it. I don't dwell in it. I fill my life with a lot of music, because I love music. I adore music. And I love the trees, and I love people that are just loving people, and I surround myself with people who are loving. And it's really funny, the boundaries thing. I have all these people saying they have to make boundaries. Oh, if I do that, I have to make boundaries. And I'll tell you what, and I told a client this today, as a matter of fact, when you start everything, and I know they're singing my praise right there now, everything happens in the spirit world before it happens here. It just does. And so you, with your meditation, you become more spirit. This is science, more spirit than matter. Although now they're saying there's no matter, which is actually true. You are connected. So all those desires come from your divine self. You are in the more ethereal, right? So everything, you see it happening there before you see it happening here. That's all creation. If I write a book, I have it happen there before I happen here. It just does. So that's all creation. And I got myself off my track. See, when I channeled, they're on, I'm not. But this is the thing. When you are in that creative space and you're making the happiness, you decide you want to be happy, and somebody comes in, boundaries, that's what we're talking about. When somebody comes in who is not happy or really angry, what do they call them? Karens, which is so wrong, because it's not always a woman who is like that, right? But here's Karen who comes in, or the person who's angry, and they won't even come near you. I have walked into places that they won't even look at me if they're angry, because they just can't. They can't even comprehend what I'm about. I think a lot of people are like that. They can't comprehend. And so their boundaries, they repel off of me almost. For me, setting boundaries comes much easier for me when I am at peace. I don't want others to disrupt my peace. Ha, I know. Isn't that the truth? Hi, Sean. A guy can be a Karen. Yes, they can. Hello, Angular. And then anyway, so it's really funny. I don't find, and people who are absolutely grouchy, they'll get grouchy, and then they'll see that it's just not doing it for me, and they just go. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to fight with them. I don't have to do anything. I just am. If I'm peaceful, they come up to me and I stay peaceful. It's amazing how they just go away. They don't know what to do with it. They, honest to God, don't know what to do with it. So it's not like you have to be, well, I am going to go sit in this crowded room and I'm going to meditate and I'm going to set my boundaries. Well, if you did that, it would spread like, and you only concerned yourself with yourself and not with the issue of making boundaries, I'd guarantee you'd clear the room, or they'd ignore you, one or the other, but nobody would come up to you, right? It is really funny. Setting boundaries happens in the spirit. Who do you want to be? Right? And if you're going to be somebody who wants to be happy, you're setting a rule down right there. You're setting in concrete a decision. I am going to be happy. So nobody else is going to invade that because you've made the decision. It's really funny how it works, but it works. Yeah. Yeah, it does annoy them, Happy Hippie. She says, it used to annoy the heck out of my ex when I wouldn't argue with him. Yeah, isn't it amazing? And then they kind of leave you alone. And either they get very upset and think that you are just being obnoxious, and then they go, because it doesn't affect you, they just blow steam other places, or they change themselves. I've seen a lot of spouses change when their person starts to deal with their own issues, and then they are at peace, and then the spouse is like, what happened? I've had that happen with quite a few of my clients, actually. And either they come around or they don't. But some really cool marriages come from that. It turns really happy for those who really, where the person says, hey, I like this. I want to be more like that. That's when it really works well. Yeah. I didn't have that, but a lot of people do. All right, so here's the message that the universe was saying. Yes, it is so important. They have to, right? Nothing stays stagnant. Well, no, why would it? It's all about experiencing. You didn't either. Que sera, sera. Oh, funny. So anyway, this is the message they're trying to say. If you are deciding between two roads, they're saying, what does it makes your heart sing? And I love the phrase, who do you want to be? How do you want your life to feel? That's the best. It's not making a choice. It's how do you want to feel? My son, my oldest, started in a corporation. He's the one who's I know I've shared, he's a physicist, and he just graduated and he moved for this company and he moved into it. And he loves a creative force, right? But he had to get certain clearances in this job he has. So anyway, he was not happy the first few months. And he's like, Mom, nobody's creative. I can't seem to connect with anyone. This and that. I said, okay. I said, all right, so what do you want? He says, I want a creative team to work with me. See, I got him to define what he wants. And then I said, okay, so when they ask you to go out to lunch and you've already eaten, go anyway. Start bouncing off ideas. When the boss comes in, your whole goal is to have a creative force around you. So say, when can I get a creative force that we can solve this problem? I said, form everything around that. And he did. And now he calls me and he says, Mom, I can't believe it. I love this. I've got a great creative team. We're doing this and this and this. And he loves it now. See? You are in control of you, and you have to become it first. You have to become what you want to be in what do you want to feel. And then make the firm decision to be it. And everything will follow into line. And you'll feel good in the day. It's not hard. It is not rocket science. Okay. So, I want to thank everyone who came on. I love you all. And we didn't do as much. I got on my own spiel. I am sorry, universe. But I hope you got something out of this. And I do hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day of deciding. You know, go sit under a tree and just ask. Hey, Maria. It is so wonderful to see you. And thank you for coming on and supporting. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Robin. Or Happy Hippie, sorry. Take care, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye now.